What's your name?
Eugene Mehlberg,
Date of birth?
October 26, 1937.
Branch of service?
I was in the U.S. Air Force.
Rank?
I ended up as an airman first class. That's an A1C.
Years of service?
I spent 4 years in the service.
How did you join the service? Were you drafted or did you enlist?
You enlisted, didn't you? Drafted or enlisted?
I was drafted. I had planned on joining the service for, just about all my high school career. The reason I joined the service, I didn't particularly care for Army life. And I wasn't a good swimmer. I didn't really care to go on the Navy, so I was always interested in aircraft, so that's the one I picked.
Where were you living at the time?
I was a hired hand at the neighboring farm. I lived there for the last year that I went to school. I worked for room and board and small wages.
We already asked why you joined. So why'd you join?
Give me that again?
Why'd you join?
Well, I knew I was going to have to be in something, so... And I liked aircraft. I was always interested in aircraft. Rather than... I didn't care for going out in a ship and seeing miles and miles of ocean, so...
And you already said why you picked the service. Describe what was your day-to-day life like while you were in the service?
Well, I worked shift work. I worked for... it would be like working for an airline. We worked 24 hours a day, so if I give you a day shift, I would get up in the morning, go to breakfast, and then I'd go to work and check in. What we did, we scheduled airlines, we filed their flight plans, we kept that on the flight coming in, made sure there was a place for them to land and someone to meet them. If there was high-ranking personnel on board, we would have to get a high-ranking person from the base to meet them, which is protocol. Like I say, it was very similar to working for an airline. Our operation was regularly scheduled flights all over Europe. We were based at Evreux, France, and we'd fly down to Spain, Italy, Germany, England, and of course we were in France. So, and it was like we'd make the rounds in usually a week. So if I wanted to go somewhere, I just knew where they were going and I would get on the flight and go.
How did you stay in touch with family?
Well, I wrote my parents, maybe every week or every other week. I never did call them. Even when I was in boot camp, I never called home at one time. The only time I called was the last day of service. I called them to make sure that they would meet me in Milwaukee when the plane got in.
What was the food like?
Food was good, all except for the first day. We had corned ribs and hash, and ever since I've had that meal, I can't eat it. I don't know if it was because it was first meal there, but other than that, I didn't lose any weight.
What was your favorite meal there?
Well, SOS, which is ground beef and gravy over toast.
Was there something special you did for good luck?
No, I didn't do anything really good for good luck.
Other than pray.
I don't know. I'd like to say one thing, though. My most important experience was I had made arrangements with a friend of mine, a schoolmate, to meet in Paris and tour Europe. And you don't realize how much you miss someone until you sit up on the top of Arc of Triumph there and you hadn't had a letter from him for a week or so. And you're wondering, are you going to be there? Is he going to be there? Or are you stood up and, oh, I went to look up and there he is. That was quite an experience. And we had a good time. We celebrated his birthday and down in Italy. And had a very good time together.
Sounds like a fun experience.